Hey y'all, what's going on? It's Hunter Elliott with rangehot.com. I do hope you're doing well this afternoon. We are finalizing my review of the Springfield Hellcat little 9mm micro compact autoloader. First thing I want to show you is the magazines are out, and I have ensured the chamber's empty, locked the slide to the rear so we know the little gun is safe to talk about, and it is pointed downrange in a safe direction. So this is a little pistol that Candy bought some time back. Candy Sugarman, you've seen her in several of my reviews. She is an accomplished shooter. She knows her way around firearms, and she does own the gunpowder gals. And so I honestly value her opinion a great deal. She's been in several of my reviews. She's always helped me with test guns. So she bought this to replace her Springfield 911 as a carry gun. And I said, well, here's a perfect opportunity to review a pretty popular handgun. And so she said, yep, let's get after it. So she spent some range time with it, and we did a little video of that. I will link it into the description below, as well as I will put a link of her video, as well as this video is going to be on the written article on rangehot.com. Her words were she was disappointed in the gun, and you can see why. Go through all that in her video. So I thought, well, you know what? Let me spend some time with it, get some other folks over to shoot it, see what they think about it. So I would certainly never attempt to contradict Candy's opinion. However, everybody has different thoughts on how guns are, and so I thought, let me take an opportunity to see what I think of it. But before we get into that, let's talk about some of the specifications. So like I said, it is a 9mm. It comes with a flush fit 11-round magazine, and then it's got an extended 13-round magazine, which is already one more in capacity over the already impressive SIG P365. So I feel like with the size and the way this gun is, Springfield is marketing this directly to the P365, which I reviewed, and we're going to talk a little bit about that at the end of this review. The barrel is a 3-inch hammer forged barrel. The length is 6 inches, the height is 4.12 inches, and the width is 0.88 inches. The weight unloaded is 18.3 ounces. Now this particular model comes optics ready, so you got a little base plate here you can take off if you want to add optics. You can get it either or, with or without that plate, and you can also get this in FDE if you don't care for this black finish. So I'm going to lower the slide home. We're going to talk about the gun. Starting up here at the top, now it does have some wonderful sights. It's got what Springfield is calling the tritium U-dot sights, which you've got a pretty generous ledge here on this rear sight with an outlined U-notch, and there is enough ledge to where if you had to rack that slide on the edge of the table or what have you, you've got that there, and they are steel sights, which is important. And then in the front here, you've got a really large, kind of what I'm going to call a day glow green tritium front sight. The sights on this pistol are fantastic. Coming in here to the front of the muzzle, you do have just ever so tiny, cutest little accessory rail here that is functional. And then coming to the trigger, as you would expect from any kind of striker-fired handgun, you've got this do-dolly here. You know, I understand what it is. It's the safety, but when I mash this thing, I swear I want to call it a do-dolly. So that's about where I'm at with it. And the trigger is breaking about 5.5 pounds with some take up and over travel. Pretty standard of what you expect from a striker fired handgun. On the side of the receiver here, grip area, front strap, back strap, it is nicely textured, which is good because it is a polymer receiver, and so you're going to get what you're going to get as far as you're not going to be changing out stocks and that sort of thing on this. And then you've got a pretty generous beaver tail right there to get a good solid purchase on the gun. You've got about 500 rounds through the little pistol. Accuracy wise, it is a little micro compact autoloader, so we didn't get it out to 25 yards. But we stepped back about 20-25 feet and was able to keep rounds easily inside of a pie plate. So we did have one failure about halfway through the review. It was a failure to return the battery. And then the flush fit magazine on occasion did fail to lock the slide to the rear when it was empty. Fill stripping is pretty simple, as obviously ensure that there's no magazine and the gun is unloaded, locked to the rear. You have a little takedown lever here. You just roll that straight up. It's kind of small. Get your finger on it. And then release the slide, release, pull the trigger. Comes apart like that. Dual recoil spring system. Comes apart like that. Other than being dirty, I'm looking at all the mating surfaces on the striker sear, all that, ejector, extractor. I mean, everything looks fine. I know 500 rounds ain't a lot of ammunition down range, but I imagine in that time, if there was something wrong with the gun, it would show up in excessive wear. To put it back together, drop the barrel back in the slide, get your dual recoil spring setup put back in there, and you just kind of line it back up, lock it straight to the rear, and then roll that takedown lever back down. You do have a reversible magazine catch, so it comes from the factory here on the port side, but you can also switch that over to starboard if you're a southpaw. So there's a lot of features. There's a lot this little gun's got going for it. It's got capacity. It's got great sights. It doesn't got a lot of weight to it. It's like everything that you would ask for in a little micro compact autoloader. However, I don't care for it. I'm going to echo Candy's thoughts. I don't really like it. And I can't tell you why so much as it seems snappier than the P365, like for like ammo. I was a little slower on my target acquisition and follow-up shots. You know, looking at these sights, you know, in my opinion, they're probably superior to what SIG is running on the P365. But, and it could be I do have a little bit more range time with the P365, but I was able to acquire and reacquire those P365 sights a little faster than the Hellcat. Now, I had a lot of folks shoot it, and I'll be honest with you, out of everybody that shot it, the only person that liked it was my mother. My mom thought it was great. She shot several mags through it, and she's like, I really like that little pistol. I would carry it. So, you know, it just goes to show you that everybody's got different ideas of what they want out of a handgun. But there's no real reason that I could put my finger on it, y'all. I mean, and that's what I tell people. People, you know, that would come over and shoot it, like, what do you think, Hunter? I'm like, well, why don't you run a couple mags through it, and then you tell me what you think, because I didn't want to, you know, inadvertently attempt to influence their opinion. And they would, you know, they'd shoot a couple mags out of it, you know, and they were like, you know, I don't know, I don't really care for it. But as far as handguns go, it's not for me. I'm not going to like every gun I review. I haven't liked every gun I reviewed, so I'm just trying to be straight with you. But if you're looking for a little micro compact, you know, understand they're all going to be short sight radius, kind of snappy and that sort of thing. So they are going to be a little bit more difficult to become comfortable and proficient with, let's say, your Gold Cup National match, as expected. But that's not what the gun was designed to do. So if you've got a Hellcat and you love it, don't send me hate mail, y'all. I mean, of course, I know you're going to do it anyhow. But so that's about all I got. I'm going to wrap this up. I really do appreciate y'all watching the videos. Give me some feedback, good, bad, right, or wrong. What did you like? What did you didn't like? What did you didn't like? Where the hell are you from, Hunter? God, Lord, I've been to school, y'all. I got 20 years of education because I went through the 10th grade twice. Twice. That's right. So if you've got a Hellcat and you like it, comment below and let me know what you think. Did I get it wrong? Or if you've shot one and you didn't care for it, what are your reasons? You know, maybe we can get a conversation going here and help me figure out what's going on in my mind, because Lord knows I need all the help I can get. So anyway, other than that, we're all good to go. So look here, I want you to take care of yourselves and each other. Look forward to seeing you at the range.